let me move on because in talking about this book, I want to shape a bigger conversation with you for the next few minutes because we're looking at today's NBA game. And you are obviously a preeminent voice. I'm incredibly proud of you and the work that you've been doing. And your star just continues to shine and elevate. You ain't going anywhere for a long time, my brother, and it's well deserved. I want to know what level of concern you have about today's game. We see Kevin Durant. He's doing a press conference. Ain't nothing wrong with demanding the trade. We see Kyrie Irving saying the same thing. We see the issue of load management that many people have lamented is a big issue, whereas Adam Silver is saying, no, it's not that big of an issue. These are human beings, their body, their aches and pains, all of this other stuff. You are a champion and a 14-year veteran in the NBA. What do you feel about the state of today's game as it pertains to the level of passion and interest today's players had compared to what previous generations had?
Well, it's two things, S.A. It's disrespectful, man. It's so disrespectful. It's disrespectful to Bill Russell. It's disrespectful to Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett,
Michael Jordan,
Duncan, Michael Jordan. You know why? Because those guys paved the way for guys today to be getting paid $35 to $50 million a year. And I'm talking about the superstars because that's who I'm alluding to right now.
Absolutely.
And so for guys to be talking about load management in their bodies and things to that nature, this is what you signed up for. You signed up for this. This is a dream and an opportunity. Do people realize this? It is like and it probably be higher, but about 5 years ago, the ratio is 1 out of every 400,000 athletes make it in a professional sport. 1 out of every 400,000 athletes. So don't take this for granted that you have this opportunity to be in the NBA. Now look at certain situations like the firing of Nate McMillan the other day with the Hawks. And I'm sitting up here saying to myself, I'm like, well, damn. Like this is 2 African-American coaches that then got fired and now all of a sudden you hear John Collins come out in the media. He's talking about, should have been there more for us mentally and been more open. It's like, okay, so now guys can't get held accountable in the locker room. You know what I mean? And when I look at it, man, some of these guys, man, they softer than funeral home music. Okay, when it comes down just to their mentality, not their physicality, their mental. And so I think right now what's happening is that the league, the players are doing a disservice to the next generation that's coming up. Because like I know, when the CBA comes up, the owners are going to be waiting at the front door and they're going to have the Ben Simmons rule or the James Harden rule. And it's going to be shortening
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, all that.
Get him. Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, it's going to be a shortening of the contracts and the money. So why would you hurt the next generation when guys work so damn hard to make it where guys could get the opportunity that they're getting right now and getting paid?
I tell you this, Kendrick Perkins. To me, Kendrick Perkins, the All-Star game last weekend is the worst thing that could have possibly happened to the players. You had Jaylen Brown calling it a glorified layup line. You had Mike Malone, the coach of the Denver Nuggets, calling it the worst basketball we've ever seen. You saw guys out there not playing any defense. And here's my whole point, Kendrick Perkins. Sure, you're not going to go hard, but this ain't the NFL. You can understand why they out there playing flag football because it's a physical sport. You can get hurt. Here's where the issue is. It's not to say that basketball isn't physical, but you don't have to go all out. You know what you could do, Kendrick Perkins? You could play harder than you play, or just as hard as you play in the summertime when you're working out. You could just simply have a glorified workout. That's all. You could have played a little defense and stuff like that and be somewhat competitive. The fact that they went out there and put that product on the field. And you remember how hard I had you laughing when I went off about the slam dunk contest last year. Remember how hard when I went off for that atrocity. Okay. Right. So now we got 2 things. We got white men evidently can jump because we got a white dude who was a G leaguer that is walking around as the slam dunk champion, and that was followed up by an all-star game with no effort whatsoever, and the ratings suffered because of it because they were lower this year. To me, the players might have put themselves in a pinch. To that, you say what?
Well, one, let me give you your credit because I remember last year when I was on First Take with you and you actually said, but okay, cool. These guys like Ja Morant, LeBron James, and Zion, okay, y'all don't want to do the dunk contest? Okay, well, give guys that are, out there in the G League or on social media an opportunity to come in and do the dunk contest. And guess what? I think you was right. You hit the nail in the coffin with that one. To be honest with you, give guys an opportunity who go actually embrace it and put on the show. So you was the first person that brought that to my attention. And I remember the conversation that we had. But people were so mad about the All-Star game, but I wasn't. You know why? Because I expected it. I expected it. You and I just talked about load management. You and I talk about the physicality of the game and where it's at today. We also talk about how it's a lack of defense and a lack throughout the regular season. Think about this, Stephen A. I believe we got 5 or 6 guys right now averaging 30 plus. Like Donovan Mitchell went for 70. I think it's a record right now for us guys having 40-point performances. So guys are not playing defense any damn way. So we've been watching lazy basketball all throughout the course of this since the start of the season. So when I went out there, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. So I'm not even disappointed because I expected it.
Was I wrong in blaming LeBron James for ruining the slam dunk contest? Because of all the stars that have graced this game, he's the one star that plays above the rim that refused to ever participate in the slam dunk contest. And since then, stars have followed suit.
No, you was absolutely right. And I love LeBron, but you was absolutely right because I keep telling you, it's the 2 P's that we live by. It's the popular, which a lot of people could do because of social media, or they could be popular in the world today. Or is it powerful people? People that moves the damn needle. People like yourself that moves the damn needle. That's going to come up, that are powerful, that has big influence on everybody, right? That's LeBron James. No matter how people want to say, oh, we going to go out there and compete and talk, people in the league are still fans of LeBron James and they watch his every move. So when you're a powerful individual like that and you set the bar in so many ways in other areas on the floor, and now all of a sudden you never participate in the dunk contest, you make that okay for everybody else to follow suit. So no, you wasn't wrong.